Welcome back to Haunted and Historic Australia for another episode in our Adventures series. In this episode, we take a look at Carlingford Anglican Cemetery. This cemetery is on grounds donated to St Paul's Anglican Church in 1847. The church was built closer to the corner of Marsden and Pennant Hills roads, but due to the condition of the ground being a shale foundation, it was unsuitable for the cemetery, and a further donation of land by William Mobbs Jnr's son, a little ways down the road, was chosen for the cemetery. William Mobbs Jnr was the first interred in 1851, and subsequently the Mobbs family, as well as other pioneer families being the Bellamy, Catt, Sonter, Bowerman and Isles families, all have Carlingford as their resting place. William Snr was born on the 24th of January 64. That's 1764. He was accused of theft along with William Batman, who was the father of John Batman, the founder of Melbourne. They were both found guilty, and William received 7 years transportation to Australia. William Batman got 14 years, as he was kind of a little bit of a ringleader. They came to Sydney aboard the Barwell in 1798. His wife Anne Grover, along with their 3 children, soon joined him as free settlers in 1801, one of these children being William Jnr. This sounds very much like James Maher's story. William Mobbs Snr had a talent for horticulture, employed in the government garden. Upon arriving in Sydney, he amazed many when he was able to take a cutting from an orange tree in Rio and used it to cultivate a whole orchard. He was also the first to grow peaches in the colony. A free man by 1803, he acquired land grants in Field of Mars and the Carlingford area, growing wheat and maize, as well as having 44 sheep, 19 horned cattle, 12 goats and 2 pigs. The family built a very good home, acquiring more land in the 1820s, more cattle and fruit trees. William was famous for these fruit trees, the Sydney Gazette stating in 1825 that William Mobbs had one of the finest crops in the colony, and while others were doing badly, his orange trees grew wild. William Mobbs Snr died in 1839, aged 75. He was buried at St John's Cemetery. His sons, William Jnr, Isaac and John, carried on the father's business. William Mobbs Jnr married Maria Grono and had a son, William Jnr, in 1830. It is believed that William Jnr donated the land that the cemetery is on for his father, William Jnr, who was the first interred in 1851. A great story of pioneers coming to Australia and setting roots down that go on for centuries later. I decided to go and take a look at the Carlingford Anglican Cemetery and check out the history for myself, paying respect to those pioneer families who founded the area and the district. Noticing how many pioneers, as well as their descendants, were all buried together in the cemetery. It is quite interesting to go and have a look. If you have some time and are interested, and you're not far from the Carlingford area, it's definitely one to check out. We hope you enjoy.
Flood.
Yes, it's always fun after it's been raining. So, we are at the Carlingford Anglican Cemetery, through the back way, because there technically isn't a front way. Hope I could get in there. I've been told I can get in this way. Just hold it a minute. probably the church over there. Now, hopefully I don't slide to me death somewhere. What that is. Right, so how about this? Now, much like the Maher family, the Mobbs family donated some of their land for the Anglican cemetery. Wow, very waterlogged. Now I don't even know where the start is here. Some of it looks a little unsafe. Trying to look for some kind of sign. Okay, well, I think what we're best to do is start from up that way, because otherwise we're going to end up seeing all the backs of these headstones as I go. So I'll just beeline for over here. Now there is a fence there, but oh, here we go. Look, we're already here. William Mobbs, the founder of this cemetery, or the person who owned the land. I'll take a couple of photos and be back with you. Got a couple of snaps. Just wanted to quickly pause because I really wanted to find the mobs. And there's a mob of mobs. There's more mobs there. So this looks to be, what have we got here? 1894. May not have been the original William Mobbs. This could be the original William Mobbs up here. What have we got? Let's see if we can... 1859. Yep, this is him. Doesn't look very safe. Let me just come around the side here. You can see I'm standing straight, and that's kind of forward a tad. So everything seems to be falling over. Oh, what a shame. There's some that have fallen over here too and buried. Right, so this is the Anglican cemetery. Now I'll have a great story to go along with this one if I've done my homework right, and it would have been possibly before this footage. If not, it'll be after it. Either way, you'll have it. But there's a lot to do here, so I mustn't dally too long. But yeah, that's William Mobbs, and his family donated the land that this cemetery, this cemetery is on. Now let's continue. I need to come down this side. There's quite a bit of, well, there's more Mobbs Smith. See how much of it I can see, so I don't have to, I mean, I can't make every gravestone, unfortunately, but some have. People have photographed every grave head, gravestone, headstone. They have. You can find that on Australian Cemeteries online, and I'll put a link in the description. It's quite interesting. There's about 1,500 headstones here. 1,500. But there'd be many more that would be buried without headstones. They're just the headstones that they were able to photograph, and as you can see, a very long time. That's 1905 right there, and it's already fallen down. It's sinkage Sinkage is the worst. Whoops, we've got sludge. Sinkage is the enemy of headstones, sadly. Now this one here, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Perhaps the Cook family are fixing that up for their loved ones. The keys. Oh wow, Jesus. Apologies, that's very sunk. Wow. So there could be people in there. There could be people everywhere. It's very lumpy. Bevan. Now they're not allowing any more people to be interred here. So if we see a newish type grave like that one there, I'd be curious. Let me just go over there. Curious to see what year that was, because they've stopped interring people here now. I mean, maybe if it's, you know, a family plot and there's room already allocated for someone, they might let them. What have we got here? 1929, 27, 28. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of not really. It's not really recent, is it? But they've probably redone it somehow, or it's just stood the test of time. Unlike others that look a little creepy there. Some of it scares me. I'm not scared. Oh, look, there's another Mobbs. I'm not so much scared of birds flapping. I'm not much scared of the dead. Not at all. I'm scared of ending up on top of them somehow. And I don't really want to get that close. Look at that. Look, this means that there's bodies here. Little tiny headstones. Usually... Oh God, I don't want to get too close to that. But I do want to see... Oh, it's a marker. It's a marker. Okay, so it's not a headstone, it's just a marker for rows. What row we're on, I can't quite read it. But you can see that one there. There's a headstone and a footstone almost. But this, I think it's a marker. Let me get down. Hopefully not too far down. Okay. Roman numerals, is it? Oh no, 18. No, it is a headstone. My apologies. Gotta get down low for some of these. Apologies for standing on your grave. It looked like a marker. But no, it's a headstone. Okay. Probably would have been safer to walk along the back there rather than in the centre. But, yeah, let's do it. Let me walk through here. If I slip down to the depths of someone's grave, hopefully my phone will be saved and someone might come find me one day if I'm still there. Oh wow. Okay, something's definitely happened there. This is a monument. What have we got here? Okay, well that's very sludgy. Let's see if I can pop over here. Now there could be graves along there. 1955. Harris. Cat. Read. Okay. I was trying to read what it said there. Who fell asleep. Okay. Agnes. Yep, there's quite a few big uns. Rogers, Watts, birds. Oh, look. Bits have fallen off everywhere here. I might just walk back down here. Oh, wow. Look at that. I mean, it's really sunk in here. Really, really sunk. Listen, magpie. You're on me nerve. Stop flapping. I don't want to get pooped on. Okay, so yeah. Wow. It's totally been just washed out. Doesn't help you've got the trees overhanging either. It kind of slops, stuff all over things and ruins stuff. Mobbs, Henry Mobbs, there we go. Got another Mobbs, 1916. Wonder why he wasn't with the other lot. Alan, more Watts, cat. A couple of cat family here. 1968, so that's a bit more recent. Be interesting to see when they closed it, probably in the 80s, I'd say. Who have we got here? Hill. Doesn't look too old, but unfortunately it is sinking. These guys here, this is elaborate. What have we got here? Andrew, beloved child of William and Rebecca Franks. Died April 24, 1880. Oh, 2.5. Not lost, but gone before. Oh, isn't that sweet? Oh, and the parents are buried next to them. William and Rebecca. Oh, that's all right. All together. And well represented, may I add. It's quite a headstone there. Right, so got a couple over there. Now the sun is in my eyes. Apologies. Oh, look at the bugs. Let me just zoom in on that for you. Yeah, unfortunately the sun is quite bright and I'm not able to see the screen, so hopefully, although I can't see it, you can. Robinson, more cat, Harvey, Woodward. Down here. Now we're at the bottom end. Bit of shade. Cowell, Smith. This one's look old. 1867. 1897. Some peeking through the back there. Oh, sunken, broken, removed. Let's see if I can get in here. The sun's buggered off for a second. Beautiful. Hopefully I'll be able to. This is quite interesting. Young, Cameron, Paulsford, more Franks, Humphreys, and a few in the centre there. Well, if you are in this area and your family have been in this area and there's a chance that someone who came before in your family, some of your ancestors may be in here, might be worth coming down and having a little look, because they may not always be here. I mean, the cemetery might, but the graves seem to be falling apart and disappearing, and the headstones are just eroded and fallen over and broken and unreadable. Those ones down there look really interesting under the tree. I'll have to go and check those out. But yeah, it's a little sad. But yeah, it's definitely a wake-up call if you've got people down here. Especially this particular area here, they're all kind of sinking. Or end up there too. But yeah, it'd be worth coming down and having a little look. See if your people are here. Before they've disappeared and no longer readable or identifiable. I mean, you can obviously find out where the plots are, but Isles, where's that name? Isles. Sounds familiar. One of the other videos I've done, I think we've done Isles before. The surname. More McKee. More Smith, Mackenzie, Williams, Mepon, Kerr. Let's go down this way. As gently as I can without landslide. Death. Okay, let me just get a little closer here. Am I reading that correctly? Somebody's surname is Death. Right. Never heard that before. In my 20-something years. Never heard the surname Death. Unless it was a joke. But that clearly is someone's real surname. How interesting. Dickinson, Newton, Williams, Mackenzie, I think I read those. Mulster? Oh, I want to see those ones over there. But I don't want to fall victim. Oh, something moved or creaked. I'm not scared of ghosts. I'm scared of falling to my doom. Or sinking like quicksand. I really don't think that they would approve of me crashing their grave. Or crashing through it. Let's see. Not too much more to cover here. Well, the centre looks very intruded upon by a tree. We'll have a look at that later. Oh, look at that. After some Hockley. The only reason I'm reading out these surnames is just in case you can't see them on the phone and you may have someone in here that you didn't realise you had, or possible. Family Molster, Molster, 1900. Look at that. 1931, 1926. Cole. Yeah, look at that. Oh, look, they're cracking. You can see the cracks on the back of that one over there. I'll just try and zoom in for you. Yeah, sadly, there won't be too many of these still around in another 50 years. Ooh. I'll just go and have a look at what that is. Apologies again if I'm on your grave. I don't mean to be. Now that's really scary. Scary looking. I'll see if I can give one hand a rest. Wow, branches falling down on people's graves. Ballad, Hockley, Hexel, okay. I really don't know how to pronounce that. I've just butchered it, sorry. Ballad. Now that, yeah, I don't want to go any closer because there's actually a grave there. You can just kind of see it, the outline of it. Yeah, so we won't be walking that way. Okay. I'll have to miss those ones down there unless I can get all the way around. Now, at the backs of these ones, unfortunately. It is very mushy. You can see the shine of the water there. That's the back of that one. What have we got here? Bellamy. There's been a couple of Bellamys. Someone's disappeared down the back there. It looks like a Daly. Bellamy. Oh. Got myself into a bit of a corner here. I think I'm going to have to go through the sludge. Got my hiking shoes on, so that's good. Kells. Wow. A lot of sinkage, so yeah, look at that. I don't know if I can get up there. Holland. How about that? Let me just have a little look. Helen Mary Holland. (1886 to 1887). It's a baby. Is that right? 1886 to 1887. Yeah, it's a baby. It's a little grave now. Oh, let me hop up the other side. Oh, there's some more to get down that way. I'll do this first and then I'll make my way over there. It's not yet the school holidays, so I've got to be home for when the child arrives. Pierce. Okay. No webs. This looks like a tiny one down here. Yeah, 1 year and 9 months. Oh. Ray, Sarah Shields, Jane Sonter. Now look at this. Look at this. It's a massive tree that's grown. You know they're old when they've got massive trees growing out of them. So yeah, oh look at that. That headstone over there looks really nice. I want to see if I can get to the front of it. That'd be interesting. Looks like it's a little cherub on it. Apologies. I'm a little close for comfort here on these graves. I don't like being so close. Muir. Cowell. Naylor. More Cat. More Franks. Lots of families in here. Not necessarily next to each other either, so if you've got a surname like that. Hilda Davies. Oh, that one's all broken off. This is what I mean. You've really got to go and see if you've got ancestors. Oh, and you're interested, that is. But if you've got there's probably bodies in here. Unmarked. Apologies. Just want to jump in here quickly. Now, where's the one I want to have a look at that? That one here. Let me just get through. Whoa. Okay. Alright, this is safe. Did I walk this way before? Fairburn. Neil. No, I didn't. I was over the front. Wow, so much sinkage. Look at this. Oh, look at the water. So waterlogged. Oh, isn't that sweet? 4 years and 9 months. Colin Arthur Marchant. Where are the rest of the family? Oh, that's sweet. Yeah. Lots of children. Lots of children. I often worry where the rest of the family is. Marchant. I haven't seen any more Marchants. This one looks old. Osborne. William Osborne. Okay, now let me get back over. Jean Mobbs Baker. Okay, so she must be a relative of the Mobbs. May Mobb. There's a couple of Mobbs around here. And you find that some of them all are buried in the one cemetery. Most of them. They stick together, whereas my family, they're everywhere. Newcastle, Braidwood, on the beach, like over near the water, I mean. And where else? Rookwood. Blue Mountains. Rouse Hill. I'm just trying to think where else people are buried now. I think that's around it. La Perouse, maybe? Did I say that? Over near the water, there's a couple. Waverley. And that's going back because I did my family tree. Now, I'm just trying not to fall to my doom here. Don't really want to die. Oh, okay. Got to be mindful of the time. Now, we press on. You can probably hear the sludge underneath my shoes. Look at this. Look at this. I've got a couple of family members. I've probably said that before. I've got a couple of family members who have got unmarked graves. Oh, Eva Maud White. I almost had a heart attack then. I went, oh, it's Eva Maud. It's not Eva Maud Maher though. That was the other. Oh, Look at that, Ivy Muriel Maher. Isn't that funny? Eva Maud and a Maher over there. Wow, that's spooky. It's almost like it read my mind. Doyle. I've got Doyles in my family. Yeah, I was going to say I've done my family tree and found a lot of the people, the graves, and some are unmarked. Some as close as my grandmother's sister and my grandmother's mother, my great-grandmother. Unmarked graves, and you've got to go through quite a bit depending on the cemetery, because they don't want you to just put anything up. You've got to get your wallet out and pay handsomely to get something that they approve of. They don't want just anything. I mean, when you think of it, I mean, look, half of these are broken anyway, right? You wouldn't think that many of these cemeteries would what the hell is that? Oh gosh, looks like a bottle. Okay, I don't know, I'm in an uncharted area here. This could be very possibly unmarked graves. The less headstones you see, ooh, let me see that one. The possibility of unmarked graves. So, apologies if I'm walking on anyone's grave. I'm unaware of that. I'm suspicious of it, but I would not want to do it if I knew that there were people there. But we press on. So there's like heaps of empty space up here. Rogers. I'm going to get up there and have a look at that one over there. That looks interesting. As I was saying, is that Keller? More mobs. Yeah, you've got to, depending on the cemetery, you've got to put something. Unlike this piece of wood here, this is a prime example of what they don't want you to do. I don't know about this particular cemetery because it doesn't look like anyone's really maintaining it. See, that's supposed to be the entry over there, but as you can see, you can't really drive through there, so you've got to go the back way. But yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking this at all. I think this is great that they've gone to the trouble of doing this, because how many of them have unmarked graves and nobody knows who's there? But this, I like this. I do. I like, let me just focus in on it a bit better. I like this. It's proper. I mean, it's not obviously $5,000 worth, because, you know, who has that money to throw around? You know, it'd be a nice gesture, but I don't think that those below really care. I mean, they appreciate the thought, I'm sure, but to throw $5,000 unless you've got disposable cash, I don't know who can put $5,000 into a headstone for someone that they never met, possibly, like myself, never met them, and 100 years ago they died. Next year will be 100 years that my grandmother's sister died. She was 14, died from scarlet fever, and my great-grandmother died in 1933 from a heart attack or stroke or something. I think it was a heart attack. It's hard to know. Sometimes they write some strange things on those death certificates back in the day. But yeah, so this is Carlingford Anglican Cemetery, and there's a butterfly. How about that? Thank you. Someone's paying us a visit. Hopefully they appreciate. Oh, it's very moundy. Hopefully they appreciate my walk through rather than condemn me. Oh, look, so many of them missing headstones, and there's the butterfly again. I'm not sure if you can see it. I'm not fast enough to snap it. Very nice. Okay, there's some birds in the background. All right, well, mustn't digress. Wow, it's like it is a hill, but unfortunately with the weather and earth moves. Oh, there's a moth. Yeah, there's a possibility of, this one looks pretty secure, although the, what's he's got a crack in it. Okay, more mobs. More Bellamy's, more cats. So if you've got that surname, it might be worth coming and checking these graves out before they're gone. Disappeared into the earth. More cowl. Dow. Harbour. And I've hopefully seen a lot of those ones. There was something with foil over it. Was that here or at the other cemetery? Can't remember. I think that might have been the other cemetery. I should have paid more attention to that because I was interested. Yeah. These guys must be old. They're underneath pine, evergreens. 1926, not that old. This one went back to 1850s and they were the ones over there. 1912, 1915, so these ones are pretty old too. Elizabeth. Cox. Pearson. Wallace. Oh, broken. Wilding. A Longfield. More Cox. Alright, well we've come pretty much full circle. There probably are a couple in the centre there that I didn't quite catch. Tibbet. I'll just do a quick Bessie and Ralph. Maria. Low Bowerman. Some stuff's fallen over. I'm probably standing on someone. Williamson, Crosby, Bowman, or Bowman. Isles, more Isles. Edgell. Oh, I can't read it. But yes, it looks as though they're all pretty close knit there. It looks like there's graves in there. There's not much room to walk between. Oh, there's the foil. Let me go and have a look. What's this place? Let me just see if I can get through without damaging anyone or stepping on anyone. Humphreys. Shh. Frank's Angle. Grime. Interesting surname. More Mobbs. Yeah, look, someone's trying to protect it. Oh, I'm on a mound. It always makes me nervous when I'm standing on a mound in a cemetery. Okay, I'm going to be quick. More Franks. Yeah, this fascinated me. I just wanted to see what was going on here. It's like someone's trying to save it. Well, it's, yeah. Oh. Sad, isn't it? There's no inscriptions anywhere else on it, so who's to know who that belongs to? But it looks like someone's trying to protect it somehow. Whoops. I'm looking at it, but the camera isn't. Apologies. Yeah. So that's quite sad. A little bit more of Mobbs, and then we're back to... Let me just have a look at this big one here. I know, I don't have much time. Harrison, Blanche, Greer. There we go. Ooh. Wow. Hughes. Yeah. And it's pretty old, this one. 1850, it's pretty old. Not the oldest, but it's up there. Up there with the Bartholomew's. And that was 1840. So it's quite, yeah, and this is just in Carlingford, New South Wales, Sydney. Carlingford, wow, that one's, what the, looks like someone's coming up. More Mobbs. Spurway. Joseph. They're the ones that I walked past I didn't catch before. Oh. Yeah. Well, it's not that far from home if you're in Sydney's west. I didn't even know it was here. I knew about North Rock's Catholic cemetery because, well, you know the story. But, yeah, I didn't know this one was here at all. And by the look of it, it's disappearing. So I don't know. Looks to be a tree stump or tree coming up through the middle of it. Oh, it looks burned. I hope this isn't some black magic stuff people are doing down there, because that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. You don't want to be doing that stuff at cemeteries. Well, I shall say goodbye. Oh, I should have concentrated on that one over there. That one looks quite interesting. I just like these little things that they've got on the headstones. I usually pay a bit more attention, but I don't have a lot of time. That one over there is interesting. Yeah. Wish I had more time. Apologies, I'm trying to zoom out, but it keeps zooming in. Alright. So yeah, if you're in the area of Carlingford and you have not much else to do and you're quite interested in this kind of thing, come down and have a look. It's here. And there's not, no one's yelling at you to get out, or yelling at me to get out. So it's worth a look. Or you can watch our videos and we do the looking for you. You can watch us look. But yeah, as I usually say, if you like the episode, give it a like. If you haven't already subscribed and you enjoy our content, please do so. Oh, look. I know if I start to talk again, he's going to squawk. But yeah, hit the notification bell so you're aware when we're posting more adventure videos or cemetery videos. Till next time.
Aussie made.